That way it shouldn't be too harsh. Let's check the waiting room as well. That's the wrong one. Yep. So let's go over the game. Alright, so I did start the game last time. We now have update 3, which is new. That wasn't out last time that I played this, so it's going to be interesting to see whether this actually changed anything for our game. So that will be quite interesting. Meanwhile, I will hop over to studio mode and I will check that the waiting room actually gets the background upgraded. We do have this stuff available, so I should just use it. Right. Might also be interesting to check which version of the Nomad Technician I should be using. Where are you? There you are. Would be nice if you could load that, actually. Yeah, okay. That is not right. Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay. Careful with that one. Or you have to be careful with that one. Right. Okay, we're already in the game. So I was playing around in the background with stuff. I'm gonna have to adapt the UI. This is completely... I'm gonna have to adapt the UI. Okay, I'm gonna have to... that's the first thing that I have to do. We should have a look at that, because I normally play this in a different resolution. And at that point, the 100% is not quite enough. This will require a restart. So I will, for a moment, quit this and relaunch this. This will take a moment. Yep. Starting soon. We kind of want to have that down here somewhere, I suppose. I guess that should be fine. Alright. In fact, let's stop over here. While we wait. Being said, we probably could be in this room. I mean, why not wait in here? It's fine. Doesn't make too much of a difference. Alright, let's relaunch. Industry, no, it didn't take that long to close the game. I'm just... Okay. It's going to be interesting to check because I used voice mod with a different mic last time, so I probably should check what it sounds like right now. That would be quite useful to do. So let me open this up on a different thing, different view. There you are. Oh, there it is. Match. Technician. So there we are. It says we have actually one more track, but got that completely back to the wrong resolution again. Why did he do that? Well, the stream is working alright. and the audio sounds flexible. Settings. No, you're not supposed to be in this. You're supposed to be in Windows. You're supposed to be in that resolution. Why didn't you save that? Yeah, at least you set the 100%, so that's great. And you save the rest. Okay, the resolution you for some reason didn't like. Good. Alright, let's jump over here again. Let's exit this because I don't need it, and we are back to this stuff. Alright. So, what did I do last time? Like fairly rudimentary stuff. We just did we actually get the boat repaired? I think we apparently we did get the boat repaired. Yeah, we have a trading dock. We got a good amount of people, good amount of free housing left, good pop, good workers. The health could be better, food could be better. 50 months left is alright. Anything above 24 is fine. Unity is almost at max. The population growth is poor, but right now we don't need any. We have a location export, which is from down to cargo ship. So we can repair these guys, which only cost 240 metal each. We've got that first town discovered. We can explore this over here. Let's send the ship over here in the meantime. I probably should reposition myself somewhere else because down there is kind of important. Okay, so immediately finding a couple of bugs. So this overlay is visible outside of my tower areas. Okay, this is only slightly annoying. That is fine. We have conveyor belt construction 2 in blueprints. Okay. All of that can go away. And we have 3 missions. Assembly line 1, produce electronics. Another assembly line 1 to produce electronics. This is... Oh god, apparently something broke. Because I'm pretty sure that these had this setup. I might be wrong. It would make sense to have it like this. But I'm not sure because electronics are also a thing that I needed. And they require rubber and copper to make electronics. We can now build conveyors of various types. This is already, okay, less than ideal. And terraforming can do forestry. Quick question number 1, do we have a source of rubber? Because they're telling me to build another source, another assembly line for electronics. I don't have a single one. So, interesting that they would phrase it that way. I need rubber, and rubber, I believe, is part of the oil production, which would be over here. We're currently producing diesel and something that we'd rather drop into the sea. So we're talking chemistry here. We need either coal or sulfur. I believe at this point the only thing we actually have is coal. I don't think we can we actually make sulfur? At this stage, I do not believe so. I have to check what there was a way to check in here if I go. Nope. Was it right click? It was right click. Alright. Yeah, I have no way to produce sulfur yet. Sour water stripper, which would require some water steam. This is an exhaust scrubber, which basically it directly creates air pollution, but a lot less than the exhaust that you would pump out there. It also creates CO2, which you can't store underground. This is what kind of saves this one, otherwise it wouldn't do much. And then we have a bunch of uses. The current obvious one is rubber. You can burn sulfur to just create air pollution. Sure. Alright, well, we do need sulfur, basically. And the only way to actually get it right now is, well, no, we don't have a way to get it right now, I'm sorry. But this requires some sort of technology, which is sulfur processing, which is slightly further back. Well, actually not that far. We need advanced diesel, but that is... Why is that locked? Ocean Drilling Technology and Research Lab Plus. Okay, I'm going to have to... Terrain leveling is something that we can research. So it's crop rotation. What do we currently have in research? No, that's electricity, sorry. What are we currently researching? If I see that correctly, not a lot. Okay, so the green one is in queue. That's currently first in queue, second in queue, so fuel station, groundwater pump, irrigated farms. And then we can go down towards the concrete and stuff. Advanced concrete. We do have concrete, we don't have advanced concrete. Advanced concrete is where we actually working with concrete. And we also have crop rotation. That would be very interesting to get, preferably quite soon. And conveyors we already have, advanced concrete we do not. Kind of. I don't want to go down them, but advanced logistics is probably the one that we want to get towards next. Because retaining walls is behind that. What else? The custom surfaces don't care. Stacker? Yeah, don't care. Smart conveyor routing. That is actually quite interesting. Same for transport balancing. But that's behind conveyor belts, sorry. The advanced concrete level retaining walls are quite nice, it's got to be said. But we don't really need that, so we're going to ignore that for now. We're not at the point where we really require that. So that's what we are going to go for. Why do you not have a recipe selected? Apparently quality is broken. Yeah. I don't think there is more than one recipe. Yeah, so it's this one. You're making us concrete slabs. Well, that was the basic concrete processing. You don't have a recipe selected, we did you. There are some mining designations outside of that zone, which, yeah, that's more than just a few. Thanks. We have stuff. So we want to set up the rubber maker, which requires petrol and sulfur or coal, and we're going to go with the coal one. the core recipe. Right. So, a couple of issues here. The core can be transported here immediately, that's not the problem. The interesting part is actually getting this stuff to work properly in that direction. Do we care about the fuel? We kind of do, because we don't want to pump this out of here. This is kind of our storage. We only want to use the stuff that is safe to use in that regard. So we are going to push you not there. We are going to push you here because you are going to use the same kind of stuff. Can I copy? Yeah, okay, that's fine to remember all the controls. We kind of want you in here. We're going to push you up like there, and we're going to put you down there. That's fine. Oh, that's what I was missing. I was wondering, yeah. Interesting that we would push that over here. That's fine. That's also fine. I prefer this one. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Alright. So this should now be getting built. We could, in theory, infeed coal into this one from a coal storage, which would require us to actually harvest coal, which I'm not sure we are doing as of yet. Oh yeah, we are. Okay, that is fine. Do you have a preferential thing you don't? You do now. Your mining priority is in fact coal. Right. And anything else that we need to, yeah, because the update we don't have to go through a lot of stuff to check on that. You're just waiting on things? Yeah, okay, you don't have a recipe. We want you making, well, in fact, we want you to make both of those if they become available. But yeah, we kind of need coal, and for that we need a second one of these. We have a second one of these, so let's add on this. So with this, we should now be able to get that stuff. We are going to prioritize, well, we want one on coal and one on we don't care. So, right. Oh, they can accept mixed notes, which is something that I'm not particularly fond of, to be entirely honest. What are you waiting for? Waiting for a truck? Stop. Okay. Alright. Anything else that we are researching a fuel station as yet? We have 2 ships available. We have no water fleet. That is not correct. Hooray! With 3 more locations, you can explore them. Each of those, I assume. You can explore one of those. These 2 are off limits, so we're going to send you down there. That should be okay. We're losing maintenance for some reason. that is not good. We need more people, so we are gonna unpause this one, which means we should be gaining that. We are still gaining unity, so that's good. Produce rubber, I'll be on that. This is the first one to do. The copper mine is submining copper ore. I am. Oh, that's iron ore. Dang it. Okay, we can now produce fuel stations. That will be quite important. We have fuel stations now, which we kind of want to have in several locations. One will be in between those two. We're going to place you like this, and we are going to place a logistics, waste management. Where's my logistics? Transport? No. Storage, fluid storage, right there ish. And you are going to require diesel at least 100 units. Would be nice. And we've got another one down there. Here. What are you actually? You're the coal one. You must be the copper one. Where's my overlay for this kind of stuff? Oh. Water? Nope. Copper ore. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see. I don't even know what that is. I'm looking for copper ore, and the next one is up here. That's a bit of a roundabout way, but I do need copper. Well, do I though? Because I do believe that we have a source for copper somewhere, don't we? Yeah, we can trade it for construction parts. It's not all though. It's kind of a toughie. This is great. Like it tells me, oh yeah, you have a location explored, hooray, but can't select it in here because this doesn't show the overlay. There are some improvements that we do require. There's definitely some improvements that they could be doing. Alright, so we do need to go here to get the copper stuff going. Yeah, I do not really care about that right now because I mean I could build a storage for potatoes right there. I think that's a new storage, yes. Once I build that video its own way, we should have enough production of this. We apparently don't have enough production of that. That being said, we are slowly filling up the water, so that's fine, and you actually are getting some limestone and some coal. Where am I getting limestone from? Where are we getting the limestone from? Yeah, I'm not actually harvesting that yet. Oh, is that the issue? We are getting the coal, we're not getting the limestone. This requires a lot more effort than I was expecting. So I need 2 more of those. What's the transport rate right now? Vehicle stable 29. No, partially loaded trucks. Yeah, sure. We have 3 idle vehicles, 4 idle vehicles, 5 idle vehicles. All right. So we need a couple of things. We need some more mining towers. Smelting, production, nope. Buildings, crude oil refining, power production, food production, water extraction, smelting, logistics. Is that under logistics? No, it's not under. That's completely different stuff. Main control tower area. So right now we only have these 3 areas designated, and we need another one here, and we need another one over here-ish. Somewhere over here. Gives me the overlay. Yeah, this should be fine. We kind of want to limestone. Okay, so that's only what's on that one. Okay, well, that's fine. Such a strange. Maybe it's mining, so it doesn't auto dump there. And then we have some stuff over here, which we are going to mine away as well. Nuclear will that is, well, that is obviously outside the area. That is quickly inside the area. And yeah, this should give us some stuff that we might need. Alright. This one is currently being built. We are currently constructing one of these. How many vehicles are there? 14. We might have to change how we deal with this, like in general. No, I could just get some more. Can I actually trade vehicle parts on this? Regular village. Do they have vehicle parts? They have that. They trade me concrete, so that's fine. And they trade me copper, which is also fine. But we do have a bunch of, we have a slight amount of copper. 580 copper. Dear God, hooray. I think we can stop the attracting of these guys. We have a groundwater pump and we have a fuel station. We have synthetic rubber. We have done that. So we are now producing rubber. This one is not getting built for some reason. I would use the advanced ones. I don't have those ready yet. Damn it. For that, I believe we do require some other things. Because, yeah, we need electronics for that. Well, we can build electronics now. That is not a huge issue. Funny that they actually built that. How? How do they build that? Do we still have auto parts here? Or still have electronics? Well, if it still start producing them, I should still start producing those guys. Yes. So, sure. Let's have the recipes to start producing electronics. And we need to be producing construction parts 2 as well. And those we are going to produce behind this. Kind of here-ish. This is going to be construction parts 2. So with that, we should be better to some extent. Admittedly, I have neglected a couple of things right there. I have not left enough space to actually build a warehouse for these guys, which is always a bit of a problem. Yeah, this will get cramped really quickly. Okay, well, I will have to live with that, unfortunately. And the problem is that the transport on the flat conveyor, they also require the advanced ones. So for the time being, no electronics in here. They're available for storage, that's it. Same on this end. I want storage, some unit storage. Right there. You are going to be construction parts 2 with construction parts 1. We need machine constructions and we need car part storage. Mechanical parts, and car parts, vehicle parts, there we go. Right. With that, we should be a little bit better off. We have that guy available and we have that guy available. And what's my shortcut for the map? Okay. So we do need, well, we need both to be entirely honest, but I think copper is more involved one right now. I need to set up more stuff for that, so we're simply going to do this. I kind of need more pickup trucks, to be entirely honest, and collect this reward. Oh, yeah, because we have set up all this stuff. Now we need a copper ore mine and start mining copper ore, which is what we will do in a moment. We need a furnace, a metal caster, smokestack, and the copper processing recipe, and an electro, whatever it's called, which I want to build up over here, to be entirely honest. Because purge that and connect it to a rainwater harvester. So I do need more rainwater harvesting, obviously. And we do have a ground pump that we can use over here that requires electricity. Yeah, 120 kilowatt hours. No, kilowatts. Not kilowatt hours. Which our electricity is perfectly fine. But I don't want to overextend that. So we're going to build that right here. I wonder what this is supposed to be. What do we have in here? I'm going to assume nothing. I am assuming correctly. We're just flattening this area, okay. I kind of need more pickups. I guess it's gonna be at least one more than you have guys in there mining. So if you have one miner, you need two. If you have two miners, if you've got two of those, you need three. And now that means we are starting to see less idle trucks in here. He says that he looks and has 6 idle trucks. Alright. Funny. They're not producing stuff. This is all going well. I'm kind of want to keep it as empty as possible. But it does require me to, well, I could kind of build a storage right here with, for like input things, where I would store things like, ooh, I don't know, things like iron and things like copper. That would be useful. Things like rubber, to be entirely honest. Although that comes from over here. Well, I could build storage there. We're entirely honest, we could build a rubber storage here. Just for giggles and some other stuff. You know what I mean? This was the warehouse, and it was a new area taking rubber and for that. Alright, where are we? Where are we? I can't really set up this stuff because we are slowly producing the second one. Well, we're still waiting for some car parts. But we could start setting this up, to be entirely honest. We need more rainwater for that. We should be told. So I guess that is what we will be setting up first. These guys are huge. That's what she said. Alright, we need some storage. Some fluid storage, I'm gonna assume. Not quite what I had in mind. Delete, obviously. Alright, that will give us some fluid storage for some water. What else do we need? We need to get a blast furnace going. Definitely need to get a blast furnace going. That way around. That will accept those guys. We will also have some flag in there, so that will be fun to deal with. The smokestack right there. We will require some metal casters. They will produce 24 every 60. They can deal with 12 every 60, so same old, same old. 1, 2. It's set to auto-produce those guys. And we are just gonna connect those up. This one does require the storage facility to actually go with that. The new storage that we're going to connect. We're going to connect it over here. Sure. Copper ore. Again, transport-wise, like I would love to get the U-shaped, but we are not yet at the stage where we can. Well, we actually can mass produce it, and we have produced it to some extent. I want one of those over here. So we now have one that will transport fuel to everybody that needs it, which is fantastic. Any vehicle to refuel here, yes. We don't have enough of these again. Waiting for product. Oh. My priority will be limestone. And we will need. I've got 2 of those here, yeah. We will need a loose storage right here, which will be limestone. Limestone, and I want to associate you with that one. Trucks can import cargo, trucks can export cargo. There was a way to basically set this up in a way that it would we can scrap, recover, enable that. And we can set for replacement. I don't care about that one. There was a way to. I can't remember. It's been so long. And there's a truck assigned here. No, it was this one where I could. Under construction. Trucks cannot import cargo. I thought that there was a way to actually do this. Right, we'll have to trade some more. Oh, that accidentally disable that. Don't tell me that doesn't work anymore. Did they change that? It might be that they just changed that to not exist anymore. Okay. We've got an oil rig, so that's interesting. Explore that one. No. Explore that one, sorry. You know, sometimes these structure this isn't. How should I put this? Not entirely intuitive. It's probably the best way to put this. We have aggregate farms, that's great. Do we have someone sending stuff over here? Because have these guys available? Yeah, we probably need to trade some more with the village. This trade is 30 for 20. 25, we do not care. We care now. Alright. What about the harvesting areas? Do we... We still have harvestable areas. We do want to add some more. We we do want to add this area essentially as part of the harvestable area, maybe not quite as much. Like you, we don't need elimination immediately, but everything else, yeah, to get rid of. Alright. We now can upgrade the farms to an irrigated farm. I think I should be able to just do that in here. Oh dear, that is expensive. Alright, well, once the production is up, maybe. Why is the... Oh. The game audio wasn't playing. Great. Now that it's playing as well. Just realized, because it hadn't refreshed the image, but it hadn't refreshed the association with the game. What did we get? We got this one, hooray, and now I have to go back, go in here again, and now I can go over here actually. Just put an auto rig. Fantastic. And now I want you to, come on. Alright. Irrigate farming, great. We have pick up this struggling to find destination it can reach. Why do you want to go there? Oh dear. And it's just with a very old right there. Right there, please. And while I love the idea, we will be editing this area a little bit. Yeah, how about you don't do that for the time being? Confirm. Alright. Yeah, just some earth in there, just some soil, and we will see about the rest. Good. We seem to be getting enough water to get more than just one of these, but we do need the limestone for that. If you could get a move on, would be fantastic. I think I'm gonna order another one there, and that should be good for that. We still have some sleeping vehicles. Yeah, you have 3 of those, so okay. Not quite where it should be, but that's gonna fix itself sooner or later. These guys are not producing because they're waiting for stuff to arrive. We do have one in here with probably more. I'm going to go with yes. We need more coal, we need more iron plates, which means we need more iron, and we need more limestone. Limestone is kind of important at this point. We're not even concerned about copper yet, like we just need more of that stuff. We have a second one working over there, we kind of need a second one working over there, so give me another one. More excavator than one of those. Can I check what the... I'd like to know what the zones and assignments, okay. Construction 8, deconstruction 8, that's the default priority, alright. Priority isn't really what I'm looking at. But we have 8 unassigned. We've got 11 assigned to mining, 2 to tree harvesting, and 1 to building. And yeah, we currently have no idle vehicles. Might have to get a second of those. Got the first parts coming in, but this will be slow. Like, really quite slow. It's not ideal, shall we say. Not ideal at all. Funny enough, the coal is also quite slow to come in. And like giving more things to do doesn't actually help. That's one thing that we all need to realize. Giving more things to do is not the way to go. I can trade with the village more. Like that would be an actual option. They are still more expensive than 25. That is fine. What else can we trade for? We can trade for iron scrap. That might be useful. Oh, we don't even have enough fuel. We should have enough fuel. We can do some iron scrap on it. Okay, that's all we're willing to do. Our fuel reserves are going down. Holy good grief, our fuel reserves are going down. We're waiting for coal. That is not good. General priority for the summary 30 maintenance unit delivery. You are T1 in terms of delivery. We really do need you, because if we run out of fuel, we are in deep trouble. Alright. That's better. Yeah. That's the one thing that we actually cannot have run out of stuff. We are not getting more of that, which is fantastic. And that's the maintenance depot. That is fine. Maintenance depot is doing good. We do need more of everything else. Unfortunately. We are now getting lime, which is great. Funny enough, you don't have the priority, but you are producing. No, you're just working normally. Alright. You are delivering lime to this factory, which is fantastic. Still not enough to actually do anything with it, but we are slowly getting there. Oh dear. Fuel is okay. Well, okay-ish. We have a ton of rubber. That's great. That wasn't what has eaten all of that stuff away. 8 to 16. This doubles it, this doubles it. This requires 2 4, this requires 3 sulfur, so that's just more efficient. That's all it is. It's making. No, it's faster. No, it's faster and it doesn't produce the wastewater. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. It's not produce the wastewater. But yeah, the coal is kind of getting really important. And we are not really making any progress on that. I'm now wondering where this comes from. There was a way to associate these guys. What can be dumped here? What is that? Oh. Did they add that? Is that new? I can't remember that we ever did that, because I simply cannot remember that ever was the thing. I'm looking for research. The research center. The trade center, the research. I don't think we're researching anything right now. We are not. I don't see anything in green. Alright. Logistics and dumping. I think this is what it was. We don't need that right now. and water don't have anything for that right now. The new research lab, this will require lab equipment that will be necessary for the higher stuff. Like everything up here does require higher research labs, so we will have to check that out in a moment. For the time being, because they do not require anything to research all of this lower stuff, I think we're going to look into vegetable farming. Into tree planting. This will become important. It is right now, but it will become important. Sediment water. Advanced logistics is important. Conveyor lift. I don't think these existed before. Interesting. This kind of stuff is all quite interesting to have later on. They do now require power, which I don't think they did before. Which admittedly was ridiculous, but they didn't require it. That's kind of the point. Oh, that's the stack now. It's only called the stack custom surfaces, and I was laying down custom surfaces concrete on the ground. Surfaces reduce the maintenance needs of vehicles that drive on them. That's actually not bad. Vehicle maintenance minus 20%. That's not the worst thing. I'm not currently interested in that, to be entirely honest. I am interested in settlement water, and I am interested in housing. That will be quite expensive. I'm also interested in advanced concrete. Does any of that? Yes. Because this stuff actually allows me to mass produce these guys without relying on lime, because that's cement. Well, it does require lime, but that's fine. I actually might want to replace those advanced knives. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Oh, well, I have that in queue, which is why these guys don't get added to that right now. I'm not sure that these are actually necessary to run on two of those. I'd rather have a third one down there, so I will remove one each, and I will add them down here for the coal mining. That is kind of what we need right now. We actually have another one ready, which we have a metal plate for it. That's not the problem. They're actually going up the metal plate. We have enough copper right now. What we don't have is, what are we waiting for? We are waiting for limestone. Alright. So I'm gonna add that over here. And we should be good. Right, we have zero idle vehicles. I kind of want to build a couple more of these. And this guy should start producing on a more regular basis. Not quite sure how the trade route is working. Trade with village. What do we have here? 20. Alright, there we go. I can't even tell you what these are. Yeah, they're not used for anything anymore. They're just not used anymore. So I kind of want to be able to dump these bricks somewhere, but that is its own problem. We're really low on car parts, we are really low on construction parts, and construction parts is what is currently kind of messing with us. How upgrade assembly? How are we looking for electricity? We are still good. How are we looking for diesel? Diesel's back up again. What does that actually give us? It requires double the. It produces twice. It requires double the electricity. 50% more personnel, but that's requiring maintenance. That is, I believe, still a fair trade-off. So, is it okay to try this? So this will only start once we have the material available. We have the vegetable farming available. Can't remember. No, crop rotation was in here, wasn't it? Yeah. Alright. So we can let this turn on to green menu and then going over to vegetables. Yeah, I can put that in here. And put items in here. That should be working, I think. So that should be fine. Not ideal because I kind of need to check how this works precisely. I might have to add another truck over here. And over here. So we might need a fifth truck each, which is less than ideal, but we are working towards it. We could start establishing the copper stuff right now because we are getting better on our production end, so that's good. This is now working fine. We don't have the production in here to actually. Yep, we actually do have the production in here to work on that. Right. How are we looking? That's looking quite good. Okay. Right. But the advantages. Okay, now we can check whether this was actually what this was. Yeah, we now have export routes and import routes. Yep. We can assign trucks to these now. So. Okay, not enough maintenance, so that's not good. You're going to get a level 1 as well. This should help. We don't really produce much of this, which is not good. I will have to upgrade you, probably. Mind control has no. Mind control tower has already been to be mined in this area. Oh, that's actually good. Edit this area. Because this is where I wanted to build this kind of stuff beforehand. Let's push you over there. right there-ish, and there-ish. Alright, go ahead then. Next one. And yeah, they dump stuff to expand the area everywhere. Primarily, I think down here, but I'm not sure. Well, primarily, I say primarily. Yeah, actually, primarily. We've got some stuff left over here and there, but the primary thing is to go back there. That's fine. I'd love to know where our tree harvesters are right now. Yeah, okay. They're taking this stuff apart. Alright. That's perfectly fine. Anything that we need to look at in terms of, well, first of all, we need to unpause you because we kind of need more people, a lot more people, I just realized. We require, well, actually, right now, primarily food is kind of the main concern. I did initially build the food down here, but I kind of want to food elsewhere. Like we want irrigated farms. Actually, what do they cost? Ooh, they are quite expensive. Where's water? Water's up there. Quite ideal. But I think we can cope. Kind of on the second farm, like over here-ish. Right there would be nice. A little bit in the way of where we're driving, to be entirely honest. This wouldn't be. That should be nice. Not what I want to do. So this will natural replenish. This will give us manure. Well, natural manure. Veggies. This one, manure. You are at potatoes right now, you are at veggies right now, that's fine. Then we just store the rest and we can, for one cycle, we will have to deal. We have 47 free housing. We now can create a water facility, which then unfortunately does require some water. Which is a slight issue because I don't think we currently have water. We're not going to expand in this direction because this is kind of the harbour direction. This is going to be the expansion direction, like left, and I don't think we can go up too far, but we can go left. And putting this one up as well. So this is going to be the next housing area, and then basically everything is going to be down here. This is kind of where I want to see this stuff placed as well. We do need some storage for that. We do need a water storage. We will be placing right. Well, that doesn't actually block this, so I am happy to place that right here. This will now, this stuff fits still, okay. We have that one which requires a pipe going into some logistics. I assume that this is going to be in the whether in here, no, and in the thing there is waste management. Hey, liquid dump. Yeah, we're going to dump that into the sea, I'm afraid. Not much else we can do, to be entirely honest. For now, with that, it is just for now, we said. That is not what I want to do. There we go. And we want to align that with this one. Yoink. And we want to keep that up to the highest degree, and then we want to connect this. So this is how that goes. And then we wait. And this will take a moment because we need the 40 advanced thingies, which are not that easy to come by. We are starting to lose some housing, which we are currently researching. Housing 2 is not even in the queue. Okay. Advanced concrete is right now in the queue. Ooh, well. Oh dear. We have enough coal now. Okay. Means more than enough. Which means we can free this one up, and we can add this one here, as well as 2 of these. Which means we will create that, we will create this. We have a full water tank over here, which means we can look into melting and copper electrolysis, which we can take 24 every 60, which is that production. Leave that away. That will take water and that stuff into... I kind of want to produce these now, because otherwise they will be a pain to deal with. If the water isn't a problem, the water can be easily transported using the pipes. There. That's the one. Nope. Yeah. Okay, like so. This went a lot faster than I expected. Like a lot faster than I expected. Okay. We've got a crusher. Yeah, okay. And a concrete mixer and a rotary kiln. And we're now starting to get really quite busy. Which means we kind of need a couple of more trucks. And yeah, like this guy is... We have enough of that, that's fine. We are ramping down the coal production. We can now ramp up the production for that stuff, which is great. Oh, you are also one of those guys who kind of want a water pump, groundwater pump for this stuff. Even if it is 40 of those, we will have to deal. We're gonna build the fluid storage right there. Sure. Okay, on sub 12 workers, we are getting really low on the old housing. We could really deal with some housing right about now. We are also looking into that. With some new refugees and some other new refugees. Hey, hey, hooray. Ocean access is blocked. Oh no. Why? Why are you letting me build this if now the ocean access is blocked? Good grief. Seriously? Seriously? That is freaking stupid. Why do you let me do this? It's just... It's literally just blocked. Like, I could put that here, that would be fine, right? Yeah, that doesn't interfere with it. Um, Grand. Yeah, perfectly fine. Okay, well, I do not care. It's all of these, technically. Hilarious. Okay, why are you not... If you have trouble getting electronics, will go to be a bit of a problem, to be entirely honest. Many destinations, I don't care. New refugees, hooray! We've got that, we've got that, we've got advanced logistics. I need the housing done. Come on, get the housing done. Copper ore mines are mining copper ore. I need some copper ore, my friend. That's not what I want to do, but I will take it. Okay. Where's my mining, terraforming, mining designation? I literally do not care about this. Just mine it all. Alright, so we've got housing 2. Which is what we kind of want to build there. Housing 2 is for 140 people. It does require a bunch of services. If they are met, that is fantastic. Which this one doesn't require any, well, it's a bonus thing. Which supply left 0, soul 0, muscles coverage 0. It is a... Where did I see the risk in a moment ago? Waste entitlement 0, total plus 1. What can't we... I don't know what to do. We are getting into veggies here, and we are getting into veggies here. Right. Output is vegetable right now. I do not know what you mean. So 100 is kind of where we want to end up with. This one's the same, 100. What I'm quite missed about is this guy should get navigation system set up. I should not be required to actually give him a storage as well. It would be kind of ridiculous, but I will build it if necessary. Water. I want water in here. This is not getting water. Brilliant. fantastic. And you're now, for some reason, producing that stuff while you're producing... I don't know, man. I just don't know. Storage-wise, what is giving us? You're giving us vegetables. Okay, vegetables, there it is. If you're over here and we want you to store vegetables. Sure. We're still low on these guys, so we are going to look into producing, getting the new stuff set up. I will have to stop in a moment though, and I should be stopping right about now. We are currently irrigating, so that's great. I want you at 60 is fine. Kind of want to set up the new assembly line with a rotary kiln and all of that good stuff. Rotary kiln, concrete mixer, and then that is giving us... This is giving us cement, and this is giving us sand, and... What are you recalling? That's flag or crushed flag. I don't have a crusher. I do have a crusher. So does it change anything? No, it requires the same amount. Stone or something else. Manufactured sand or sand. Gravel or slag. Crushed slag. Not gravel, crushed slag. Alright, see that's possible. You have not started mining yet, it says. Apparently not. Where else can I dump that stuff? Give me a second on those. We are kind of losing potatoes. Which is great. They are going to deliver. Maybe. But kind of need that stuff. Sort of. We do have full vegetables though, and that's kind of what we need to transport over there, so... And we're going to go with the logistics, the 4 vehicle ramp, we will push that over here. Everybody will be happy. Happy campus. Go. Oh, and you need to import water, and I kind of want you in 100. Okay. And we have carbs. We are getting vitamins in a moment. Well, I say in a moment. It'll be a while before we actually get vitamins. For some reason, you should be able to get additional stuff at 14 months. That is not a lot anymore. The second one, that should help quite a bit, to be entirely honest. Yes, I'm aware the housing 2 is also done, which means I should be able to... 3, no, 2, no, 1, no, 4. Working up D for research, of course. Of course, it's going to be... we do want retaining walls, to be entirely honest. I also want to have a look at this. We are not interested in tree planting yet. Custom surfaces, no. Backpack, really, conveyor. Not that interested. We can then add this one because it doesn't cost anything at this stage. We are producing everything in abundance for now. In enough abundance, shall we say. Okay, this guy's done, this guy's done. So we are actually... we're not getting... It's not one per, is it? Is the food market only capable of doing one per thing? That would be hilarious. At least one food market and start. Surely it can do more than one. Maybe it can't. Maybe it actually can't. That would be interesting. That would be very interesting. Like, interesting in the sense of you and you, are you? Yeah, you are getting water one way. Alright, so you, I kind of want to swap you over to vegetables, and I kind of want to swap you over to potatoes. Apparently they only can do one of those, which is kind of weird. Okay, let me get the storage set up for that. Interesting. So there's storage, right? So there's storage right there. This we now have carbs again. We now have vegetables, so we are okay. We have 34 months of food stuffs right now. They are slowly working towards this, I'm going to assume. If so, then very slowly. No available something. Oh, you're done. Okay. You have expanded this. I kind of want to clean up the right side now. Edit this area, but I kind of want you to expand that all the way up there. There. Yoink. Two over first? Yeah. Alright. That should be good. So yeah, we've got a bunch of retaining walls. That isn't annoying at all. Food is meh. We are slowly getting this one done. We are slowly losing fuel for some reason. I think it's just production like hanging behind a little bit. The usage of this is looking fine. Yep, potatoes are a bit of a problem right about now. We also need more drivers. Let's get this done. I think we probably will need another farm soon-ish. Very soon-ish. Okay. But yeah, I did a lot of things right there. Alright. Captain Office, activate fuel saver. That will cost us some that's not a problem. Research lab upgrades the lab equipment. Okay, so I need to do the lab equipment. I could pack another one of those, which wouldn't actually hurt that much. To gain 15% reduced maintenance cost. This would give me one. I use more food. And this would cost me one. But I could have them eat more food, and then they would food save and all the other stuff. Alright. Yeah, researching the research lab, which is I think what I'm currently doing, yes. Even 40 is not enough. Well, I mean, you're saying that, but sometimes it's extremely busy. Normal convenience 1. Okay. I'm giving you the highest priority possible. Like, if that is not enough, then we might need more of you. Okay. So it dropped, but then it dropped because we don't have enough vehicles. I can build 2 more and see whether that helps, but yeah, we are in the green again with that one. We have done this, okay, and we are doing the research on that. That's fine. Right, I think this is where we stop for today. We do have a finished assembly line for copper. We also do mine everything that we need for now. I will want to produce more of these, so I will redesign the concrete production. Yeah, they removed the bricks, which I do understand. The bricks were kind of iffy, shall we say. We can pause this to get more people in here. Questions will dry out if due to lack of water. Okay, we kind of need to upgrade you. An irrigated farm, which will cost 45 of these, which we do not have, I believe. We do have them. Okay, we got them from somewhere. That was a gift. I don't think I could produce those. That would be very surprising. Okay. Yeah, I need to upgrade some stuff if I have that, so I have that available. We are at minus 0.5 for some reason. Why are we at minus 0.5? We have water. We have not covered electricity, and the food bonus is okay-ish. It should be okay. For 45 months of supply left, what are we losing? Where are we losing out? Vehicle pollution, air pollution, land landfill pollution, water pollution. That's a happy price. That's not Unity, that's health. We have a Unity problem. Got two edicts active, the beacon's active. And just activate the beacon, okay. That's the problem. So that is something to look into in a moment. Yeah, so for the time being, we can expand a couple of productions to be entirely honest. Not least of which the limestone adjacent production, which at the moment I can probably shift that down a little bit and push that towards copper production. Well, actually we're going to do it like this, which should be fine. Okay, and with that we should be good, I think. Yeah, we actually are good. Alright, one last thing that I kind of want to do. All this. But I think this is what we will do next time, or what we will have a look at next time. Yeah, I'm not sure about what they want from me in terms of everything, really. Well, you can create more settlements, I suppose. Disease, we get a 1% research bonus for the population size. Okay, interesting. Health, but food is only at a +8, but that's fine. You're losing quite a bit of pollution. Refugees, hooray! I think for now we can spot this. And more research done. Okay. And we have the location explored. Hooray! It was just the location. Alright, so with that being said, I think this is it for today. We're gonna wait for the ship to arrive. Next time, what are we gonna do next time? Next time we're gonna look at the well, this one, for one thing, the irrigation tank, we kind of want to follow that one up. And we are going to look at the reconstruction or the reassembly of the concrete slab production. That will be quite interesting to see how that goes. I believe that for that we need some additional things, but we shall explore that. Let's actually stop there. Okay. With that being said, that's it for today. Let's go to the ending screen. Today, and I'll see everybody next time. Until then. Goodbye.